Hey guys, J Factor here. Today I decided to do something a little different. First of all, happy Canada Day to my fellow Canadians. And I'm doing a book review on Red Green's new book. Well, it came out 3 years ago, but the paperback just came out recently. Called The Woulda Coulda Shoulda Guide to Canadian Inventions. This has a lot of stuff that I never knew that we invented. But yeah, it's first of all, it acknowledged not only the Canadarm, but it acknowledged my dad, who worked on the Canadarm at Spar Aerospace, and I can't point out too many books that acknowledge Spar Aerospace. If anybody here, anybody that's watching this video does know any though, please point them out to me. I would love to buy them. Uh, for those who don't know Red Green, he was a cross between Tim the Toolman Taylor, which was a character on the Home Improvement TV series that Tim Allen created, and a cross between Larry the Cable Guy. So he had that sort of, he built stuff, he wasn't the smartest guy, he was okay with it, he was a man's man, but yeah, it's really, I'll just start telling you some of the things that I was surprised that Kahneman, he didn't have, well, on the downside of the book, he didn't have a lot of great things to say about Putin or video games. He just wasn't a fan of that stuff, that's all. Or UFOs, and I'm a huge Carl Sagan fan. But I'll save that topic for another day. So let's see what we invented here. The alkaline battery, AM radio, anti-gravity suit, basketball, the BlackBerry, Bloody Caesar, Canada Dry Ginger Ale, carbide acetylene, the cardiac pacemaker. Sorry if I butchered the name there. Let's see if we can read it on there. Cardiac acetylene. Acetylene. I don't know. Sorry. The Chalk and Gun. Crispy Crunch. Easy Off Oven Cleaner. The Egg Carton. Electric Oven. The First Documentary. 5-Pin Bowling. The Foghorn. Fox 40. Frozen Food. The Goalie Mask. The Gownless Strap. I won't even go into that story, but yeah. The Green Garbage Bag. The Hard Cup Jockstrap. The Hawaiian Pizza, which I was surprised about. Yeah, I always thought it was invented by the Hawaiians. Ice hockey, IMAX, instant food, instant replay, insulin, the Jolly Jumper, kerosene, lacrosse, magnetic shoes, muscle, problem, a paint roller, Pioneer, Putin, pulped wood paper, Robertson screw, which I now know is the name for a screw with a square on it. I had one person that asked for a Phillips screwdriver, and the person says, I can't find one. These all have the name Stanley on it. So yes, a Phillips screwdriver is a star head. A Robertson screw is the square head. Sewage cannon, snowblower, snowmobile. Big surprise there that we find better ways to get through the snow. Solar panel, sonar, standard time, Superman, which is partly American, partly Canadian. Joel Schuster is Canadian. Jerry Siegel is American. Synchronized swimming, Trivial Pursuit, and Balderdash. TV censorship, a UFO landing pad, which he didn't have a lot of great things. I am surprised though that they even made a landing pad somewhere out there just in case. upholstery coacher, variable pitch propeller, walkie-talkie, and the Wonder Bra. So to answer, sorry, this is the part where it's going to be a little bit of spoiler alert about the book. So if you are planning to read the book, you might want to stop the video now. See if I can find the one about the mystery of Hawaiian pizza. According to what I've been told, Hawaiian pizza was invented in 1962 by Sam Panopoulos of Chatham, Ontario. At the time, he was co-owner of a place called the Satellite Restaurant. So what I'm saying is, a man of Greek descent added a fruit from Hawaii to a dish from Italy, and he did it in a country of Canada in a restaurant from outer space. His creation had mixed reviews ever since. In Australia, Hawaiian pizza is the most popular kind. In Iceland, they say it should be against the law. Most people would fall somewhere between, but however you feel about it, it was something new and it belongs to us. I personally have never tried Hawaiian pizza, but I feel like now I should. It just sounds strange, but yes. He also has a list of American or other country things in here with the chapters are just called greatest not necessarily Canadian inventions in the world. Yeah. I'll give you 10 seconds to try and guess what number 1 was. It was the phone. People can't live without their phones these days, so yes, it was the greatest invention ever made. Up to this point, anyways. Let's see what another one I can find here. Experimental medication. I was actually surprised how the egg carton came about. It was created by this woman, Beatrice Moft, who wasn't really a fan of people, apparently. Says in her later years, Bee became very bitter. She stayed alone in her house with her crafts and rejected any contact with the outside world. She was over halfway through a giant 8-foot needlepoint that said drop dead when, ironically, she did. As the authorities searched her home, they found over 12,000 egg cartons and her will, which asked that her body be laid out on the top of stacked cartons in the form of a raft that was to be set on fire and floated out to sea. Her wishes were carried out, and that was how Beatrice Moff left us. That was her exit. I can almost hear that snorty laugh. It's just a bit cryptic there, but that's how the egg carton came to be. Oh, never mind. That was just a story that Red Green made up. Sorry. Here's the real guy that invented the egg carton, Joseph Coyle. He deserves all the acknowledgement. The Crispy Crunch, I was very much surprised that we invented that. And the Crispy Crunch was apparently a thick, crunchy bar, but they decided not to. They decided that idea wouldn't work, so they decided to flatten it out so people wouldn't think of poop. And Red Green has to say about it. I don't know if I should read this, but it is Canada Day. What the hell? Oh yeah. My apologies to any Americans that take offense to this. The only thing that puzzled me about the Crispy Crunch is why it didn't catch on in the U.S. I can't imagine anyone not liking a Crispy Crunch bar. Maybe it was too expensive to ship, or maybe a lot of Americans have a peanut allergy, or maybe they develop different taste buds than us after drinking years of drinking really weak beer. Either way, it's nice to know we've been able to keep some of our great ideas to ourselves. But yes, I do love the Crispy Crunch. I just had no idea that it was ours, and that they don't sell it in the United States. So I'm gonna cut the video short there. He has other books, but I've still never even finished this one. One is called How to Do Everything by Red Green, and one I don't own called The Guide to Women. Another thing to celebrate Canada Day, I watched a few of my Shania Twain VHS tapes, which I'm amazed are still in mint condition, still in their plastic covers. I thought it's awesome. Even this is not necessarily Canadian, but it is for my childhood anyways. I made my first mixtape in probably about 25, maybe 30 years. And then I started dancing around to Raise Your Hands by Bon Jovi and listening to while shaking the Ghetto Blaster over my shoulder, just like they did in the old days. And it occurred to me how amazing cassettes are, because if I had done that with a record player, it would have skipped. If I had done that with a CD player, it would have skipped. If I had done that with an iPhone or an iPod Touch, I would have been terrified that the thing would just fall right off and break. But a cassette player, just play it all around, shake it all you want, you don't get any skipping. So there's just one reason, that's just me alone, that why they should bring cassette tapes back. But I could argue why they should bring film back as well, but no, let's just keep that digital. Okay. So, happy Canada Day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I didn't spoil too much out of the book. There is a lot of awesome things in this. A lot of things that I never, ever knew. Yes, thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button if you like what you see, and tune in next time for more great content. Okay, thanks, bye.